Hello everyone, this is H to the D HD here, and I'm going to be casting a 1 versus 1 on... Okay, I can't do this. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, this is going to be another HD commentary, and oh, look at that. WhiteRa versus Demuslim, and Demuslim has said, hey man, grats on the final HFH, which he obviously means HDH. And so obviously this game is pretty much right before the finals of the HDH between WhiteRa and WhiteRa. So I think it was a couple of patches back. I'm not sure exactly when. I think it was patch 13 or 14. Might be wrong, but it is going to be on Incineration Zone. And WhiteRa versus Demuslim, and I know I haven't casted too many games about Demuslim before, but man, is Demuslim good. He is one of those top Terran players from Europe, and I haven't really casted too many games of him before. I don't think I've ever casted one at all, but he's definitely a solid T, and I'm excited to bring this game to you guys because A, it's WhiteRa and Demuslim, and B, it's on Incineration Zone. So I mean, crap, we never see like any games ever being played on Incineration Zone, and really the reason for that is because it's really felt to be quite imba, and the games on this map typically tend to be extremely short. So well, I guess hopefully this game doesn't last too short and things actually pick up a little bit. But hey, even if it is short and there's a little bit of cheese in proxy, I'm okay with that too, as it looks like WhiteRa already making his way into Demuslim's base to see exactly what's going on. Is this probe stuck? Oh my god, I thought WhiteRa went into a dead end there and got caught between the crevasse between the barracks and the command center. But of course this isn't Brood War, this is Starcraft 2 with the pathing of like liquid water. So anyways, WhiteRa here inside Demuslim's base right now. Demuslim getting his orbital command, pretty standard play actually. So we're not going to be seeing any kind of a cheese from Demuslim. And WhiteRa is actually playing quite standard himself as well. Demuslim going to be making his way into the Protoss base, and really, when you play on Incineration Zone, you gotta get your scout in there like ASAP. And whoa, Demuslim here gonna be stealing the gas from WhiteRa, and I guess that's kind of effective. It's actually really nice because WhiteRa's already gotten one gas up, and the SCV is actually going to make it out of there alive as well, halfway constructed. And WhiteRa right now is actually really needs this second assimilator up because WhiteRa is looking like he's going to be going for some kind of fast Stargate build, which is actually quite standard for Protoss versus Terran, especially if your Protoss player is WhiteRa. I mean, the guy goes Void Rays almost every time he plays against Terran. So Demuslim here kind of anticipating that, getting that refinery up, nice play, and right now he does have a barracks up. He is getting concussive shells for his infantry, and he's getting a second barracks up as well, so he might possibly be thinking about making an early aggressive attack before that Void Ray can get up and running. And there goes the Stargate right now, and obviously WhiteRa working that refinery as quickly as he possibly can with this Stalker right there, and there goes the assimilator. So the question is Demuslim gonna be able to do enough damage on the ground with his Marauders? And he's gonna have to get some Marines as well, and there goes the third barracks. So very soon we should be seeing a nice composition of Marauders, Marines, and as the game progresses on, we're likely to see Ghosts as well if either side doesn't fall too quickly. So we'll keep an eye out for that, as Demuslim now looks like he's going to be pushing out right now with his pair by pair Marine Marauder, and the Stargate has warped in. Obviously WhiteRa already has his Chrono Boost ready to go, and is the Void Ray, is it going to be a Void Ray? I mean, it's got to be. Yeah, there we go. Void Ray on the way right now. Marines and Marauders coming out. The Marauders already have Stim Pack and concussive shells, and Stim Pack is on the way, and if Demuslim can break this right now, this could be huge, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. WhiteRa going to be getting a couple of Zealots out just in time, and even though the Zealots aren't really going to be able to do anything, they are cannon fodder for the Stalker in the back to shoot down, and so it is going to force Demuslim to fall back. And that early aggressive push not gonna work against a player of WhiteRa's caliber. And oh, Demuslim, don't lose your Marauder. That's gonna be really bad. He loses this one as he lacked control right there. And oh no, this could be very bad as my iPhone is ringing. Demuslim here gonna be forced to fall back, and there goes the Void Ray up into the Terran main. Demuslim under a lot of pressure right now, but he is microing these Marines very nicely. He's gonna actually pick off this Void Ray as WhiteRa there slipping in micro. Not very characteristic of a player of WhiteRa's caliber, and now he's still up in the Terran main, but with those concussive shells and the SCVs coming off the line to surround the Stalkers, it's just not gonna be enough. And the game here very likely could reset into a more macro-esque mode. And there's that Ghost Academy that I was calling out before, because we're probably going to be seeing WhiteRa transition into ground tech. He's going to be getting more warp gates. There comes the warp gate technology right now, and he's likely going to be getting high temps along with charge lots to deal with this mass infantry, and you gotta have ghosts for EMP and snipe to deal with the high temps. But look at this, Void Ray going to be picked off yet again. Demuslim here, you're just doing so well with this infantry. Oh my goodness, that is very uncharacteristic of WhiteRa. I mean, we've seen WhiteRa thrash Terran players time and time again with his Void Ray build. I mean, take for example the Straylock game that I casted just before this game. He just completely decimated Straylock, and Straylock never had a chance. So Demuslim here really showing how it's done. He's got his nicely packed infantry ball. And the one thing I do have to say is, as a Terran player, shut up iPhone, you never really expect, as a Terran player, if you're a Protoss, you never expect them to go infantry these days. You expect them to go mech on the ground. And that's where Void Rays really do shine, but against infantry, it's that much more difficult. And here comes the infantry. Are they going to stem up and micro underneath this Void Ray yet again? WhiteRa here finding himself actually surrounded, and unfortunately, he cannot go south anymore. This Void Ray could very well go down for the third time. Stim pack being used, 4 HP, and it gets taken out. Debris falling down to burn in the lava below, and WhiteRa here is reeling 3 Void Rays. I don't know if you guys know how much of an investment that is, but literally I think that's like, let's take a look. That is 1,000 minerals and 600 gas. So that is a very big investment, and that is a huge loss, and he's still committing to these Void Rays. So WhiteRa, the Protoss from Ukraine, gonna be rolling in here with yet again another Void Ray, extremely